Hey friends, welcome back to LlamaMamaKayla's Yarn Tube. I appreciate you stopping by for a visit with me. Today I'm sitting at the hospital. Big Daddy has his appointment, and so we are just waiting for the doctor, which turned out to be a nurse practitioner, to come in and see him, and I loved her. She was so very nice. He said, and Big Daddy said, well, of course you would like her. She fussed at me. I said, she did not fuss at you. She just told you what you need to be doing. So she is going to monitor his blood pressure, his sugar, and just all the stuff. You know, she didn't change any meds today because it's the first time she's seen him, and she wants to keep a track of all these things, you know, to see what needs to, if anything, you know, needs to be changed or whatever. But anyway, she did give him some prescriptions, not really any pain medicine. She did give him a prescription for like 800 milligrams ibuprofen. And so, we will be getting that from CVS Target here in a little bit. Probably when he gets off work, he can go back by and pick that up. But anyway, she was super nice, and I'm so thankful and happy that someone is going to be following him. You know, he'll have a family doctor to go see. But anyway, yeah, so that's what we've been doing today. And so I was sitting out in the hallway, crocheting, working on this square that I am making to end up being a blanket. I'm calling it my gumdrop blanket. So I am using a 9mm hook, and that is a 4-weight yarn. So it is turning out very squishy and airy, and just I'm loving it. I love the way it's turning out. And it is just working up so pretty. So I'm trying to make several of these squares to put them together to make a blanket, and then I'm trying to decide on a color to join the squares together, and then, you know, what colors I'm going to go around the blanket with. I just don't know. Lots to decide, but I've got time because I'm going to make at least one more, if not 3 more of those squares. Who knows? It depends on if I get tired of working on it or not. Do you understand how that goes? Anyway, so I'm sitting out in the hallway there, and I'm just sitting across from where he is in for his doctor's appointment. And once she came in, which it took her a good while to come to the room, and once she came into the room, she was about to close the door. And then she said, "Are you his wife?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "Oh, come on in here with us." So I went in. I wasn't going to, but she invited me in, so I did. So, yeah, I'm just crocheting away, and here is what I've got done so far. When I sat down there, I was about on row 4 or 5 maybe, and so I did complete the whole thing. Now, at the doctor's office, we did have to go through several different stations to get to that seat. You have to check in, you have to go to triage and all that. So I was crocheting on it the whole time. So we were there for several hours. And so anyway, the hospital was like, no one was there. It was like deserted. There was just like no one there. That's the room he's in that I'm sitting across from. And yeah, there's no one there. So anyway, so when I get back home, I'm going to share the rest with you guys. I'm back. We are home from the doctor, and I did finish my gumdrop square. So what I'm doing with these is I'm just going around and around until there's not enough yarn to make a whole nother round, and then I'm just going to tie off, and so that's all I've got left to do. I didn't have any scissors with me, so I've just got to tie this off to finish that, and then weave in that end. So what I'm doing with this is Nancy sent me some yarn, and I am making it had okay, Nancy sent me some yarn, and it had 8 of these little cakes. They're called Sundance Sweets. I have no idea where this yarn came from or anything about it, but it is acrylic yarn, and it is a 4-weight, and the name of the yarn, the colorway, is Gumdrops. And so this is what I have left. Oh, let me count my rows real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. So the cake is making 12 rounds on a granny square. So I am making several of these. This is my 3rd one to finish, and I am going to connect them. Like, I'm making at least 1 more, maybe even 3 more. I don't know if I want to have it 4 yet, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't know if I want to go 4 or 6 yet. I'm thinking I might just go 6. I think, I'm not sure. Anyway, and then I'm going to connect them, and then I'm going to do all the way around the blanket and all. So that is the first finished WIP for today. And then, so now that we are home, I am going to work on my black and white piece that I'm making. And this is the back side of something I'm making for myself, like a cardigan, like a kimono cardigan type thing. So anyway, this is the back piece. I finished it. I put 3 skeins of this mainstay black multi yarn in it. There's 3 full skeins. Like, this is what is left over. Like, this right here is what's left over, still connected to it. That's the last of the 3 skeins. So I have 3 skeins in it, and it is pretty long. You know, it's going down. So here's the width, and then it's pretty long. So I wanted it long on me. I didn't want it short. So now what I need to do is fold this in half and find the center, I think is what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay it out, you know, I'm going to lay it out really well and find the center, and then I've got to make front panels. I got to leave a space for the neck, and then make the front 2 front side panels, you know, that kind of go on the front and kind of around the side. So I'm just trying to figure out how wide the front parts need to be. I don't know. I know that once I get it made, I want to go around it with, like, probably gray or maybe even black. I don't know, but I do know that I will need to I don't want it so, I don't want the front panels so close together that putting a border around it makes it way too big. I mean, it's gonna be big and bulky anyway. I don't know. Does that make sense? Bear with me. It's been a long day already, and I'm just trying to work on a project here. It is so hot. There's nothing else to do except sit and crochet. Okay, so I have this folded in half pretty well, and I'm going to put a stitch marker right here where I think is the half, and then I'm going to go back and count all these holes, you know, that I created when I did a chain one. This whole project is I've done it in double crochet, chain one, double crochet, so it's made, you know, that. So I put this where I think the center is. I'm going to count these holes on both sides and make sure I have the same amount of holes on both sides. Then I'm going to kind of figure out my neck yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I need someone to help me, like hold it across my back and say, here's your neck, here's your neck. I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure out my neck space, and then I'm gonna put a stitch marker. Let's just say it's right here, but I'm just pretending. I'm gonna put a stitch marker at my neck on that side, and a stitch marker at my neck on this side. Then I'm going to figure out, you know, this side. So I need to make a front panel that's going to be this size, right? I believe so. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure out how many I need to chain to come up with this size panel. And then I'm going to start at the bottom and do the same thing all the way up until I, you know, have it the same exact length as this. I probably need to measure this. I don't know. Or just keep this laid out somewhere so whenever I'm getting pretty good on that panel, I can come lay it on it and see if it's, you know, the same. And then eventually I will, well, I could do this to begin with. I could start at the bottom and count my rows. Who wants to count rows? I could count my rows and then I would know. Oh, I'm not thinking clearly. I really am not. I should probably like turn this off and start all over, but this is real life. This is real life. Last night, it was 3 o'clock in the morning and me and Elijah were talking and I was telling him something. I said, well, that would be $200. And he said, oh, does it normally, it was like doubling something. I said, that would be $200. And he said, so it's normally $100? And I said, no, it's 50. And he said, well, how is that doubling it going to make it 200? I said, this is 3 a.m. math. I don't know why I said it would be $200. I mean, it would be $100 if we doubled it. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I ain't done math in a while, I guess. I don't know. And right now, I really should just go take a nap. But I want to work on this. You know how it is. I don't want to just sleep my life away. But I do need a nap. Oh, friends, bear with me. I appreciate you so much clicking on my videos and watching. I hope I bring a smile to your face. I hope that you can relate in some kind of way. And I hope you have a great day, okay? So tell me below what you're working on today. If you're thinking straight today or what. Maybe the heat's getting to me. It is hot out there. I think with the heat index it was like 105 maybe. That's what they said on the radio this morning. So yeah, it's hot out there. My brain is fried for sure. Anyway, so this piece right here, I am making for myself a cardigan type wearable, and I'm using my 6.5 K hook that Carla had sent me, and so it is working up really well, and I love the way that black multi worked up that mainstay. And this is 285 yards, and like I said, I've used 3 skeins of it already, and I do have a few more skeins. I had 3 more skeins, and then I told Elijah to stop by Walmart one day a couple of weeks ago when I first started on this, and told him to get me 2 more, I think. So I do have enough of this, I believe. I'm sure I do. But anyway, guys, that's what I'm doing today. I'm just going to crochet, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1. Now, when I started it, I did a single crochet, not single crochet. I did a chain. I chained 139. And then I went back with double crochets all the way across the bottom because I kind of wanted it, you know, a little sturdy. So that gave me 136 stitches because I started my double crochets in the 4th chain from the hook. So it gave me 136 stitches, right? Yeah, I can do this math. I can do it. I can do it. I promise you, I'm going to get this done. So check back with me later because I will show you my progress on here, and hopefully it turns out like a wearable. You know, I'm not really a symmetrical type person, but I really do want this symmetrical. It would be helpful if this project did come out symmetrical. Alright guys, I'm gonna let y'all get going. Stay cool, stay warm. Have a good day. Bye friends.